speech zone 2, confronted by these so-called anti-fascists, and of course, it turns violent at some level. What do you make of all this?
Yeah, Peter, I thought the United States was a free speech zone.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that we had to set up specific spots where people could voice their political opinions. You know, the sad part about this whole thing is, as a Trump supporter these days with one of those Make America Great Again hats on, you're probably safer in North Korea than you are in Berkeley. I mean, in North Korea, you stand a fighting chance at some point if you're close to the border. On the Berkeley campus, there is a near 100% chance that you will probably be assaulted by some Looney Tunes liberal who thinks from this Antifa movement, which, by the way, should stand for Anti-First Amendment, not anti-fascist. This is nonsense.
You got 20 people that were arrested at Berkeley, 11 injured. One person was even stabbed in these protests. Dan, if you get caught up in one of these, what is your advice? What do you do?
You know, it's just really sad. Someone tweeted at me last night. I was commenting on this, and they said, well, you know, how would you feel, you know, if your daughter or something was a Trump supporter at one of these rallies? I said, you know, my advice to my daughter, sadly, would be, you know, you have to keep your head on the swivel at these things. I mean, there's no guarantee. I mean it. I mean, I'm not trying to frighten anyone or be irrational. I'm just basing it on what's happened at these events. You have to have your head on a swivel and be prepared to be assaulted at any time. I mean, the sad thing is, guys, this is a feature, not a bug of modern liberalism. They've actually embraced violence as a political tactic. This is not an isolated incident by any stretch.
And not a safe place to be, John.
Absolutely not. It is so ironic that, you know, the movement is supposed to be about free speech, but they don't really condone free speech.
You know, John, this is what really disturbs me. Is you have to understand the bedrock of liberalism and why this is happening. You know, conservatism, listen, we make our mistakes too, but conservatism is bedrocked in big R, God-given rights. So when we lose political office, you know, we don't beat people up. I mean, we're bedrocked in something bigger than politics.
Yeah.
When you're a modern leftist, everything for you is